Welcome to this course. This is the module 1 of the Bartander and Mixology training. All right. Okay. So let's go straight into the class. People tend to mix up the word mixology and bartender, or sometimes they call it a barman. They are totally different. You are this is training about mixology, and this is the definition of mixology. Mixology is the art and skills of creating mixed drinks and cocktails. Is an art. If they say it's an art, that means you can be creative with it. You can create your own signature drinks. You can, you know, play with, different kind of drinks and make something nice and drinkable and edible for your audience. But mind you, you are not supposed to be mixing some kind of, you know, drinks that are not compatible. You have to work with drinks that are compatible together, so you won't harm your drink. Your drinkers, people that are drinking your drinks, to harm their health. You have to ensure that, you ask about their allergies. If somebody is allergic to something, you're not supposed to, make drinks around their allergies. You have to remove it. So you customize it based on their taste bud, based on their system. Okay, it involves combining spirits, mixers, and other ingredients in a creative and balanced way. You can see the keyword balanced. Too much of everything is not good, so it has to be very balanced. Okay, this is the brief history of mixology. It dates back to early 1800s. All right. So these are the facts that you have to know as a mixologist. So when you're talking, you're speaking to a fellow mixologist, you know your onions, you know what you're talking about. The first known cocktail was created in America. You can see it evolved from basic drinks mixing to a refined craft involving flavors, presentation, and techniques. Look at that keyword, techniques. You have to be very creative in what you are making around your drinks. All right. Right? So a mixology is more than a bartender. Is more than a bartender. They are drink creators who study ingredients. You can see number one, study ingredients and flavors combinations. A bartender just go and serve, serve, serve. But a mixology is different. You can see. Number two, invent new recipes and twists on classics. All right, they have to invent their signature cocktail and recipe and twist, all right, on the classic drinks. All right, you can see that. Number two. Number three, focus on quality, balance, and experience. You can see that bartender is totally different from mixologist. All right, so going forward, you should call yourself, after this training, a mixologist, not a bartender anymore. All right, these are the key roles of a mixologist. They design and prepare unique drinks. They design and prepare a unique drink. They understand spirit, syrup, and garnishes. All right. Then they deliver a memorable drinking experience. So when you drink a professional bartender's drinks, the memory is in your head. That taste is created by only that bartender. Is in your brain. So you want to say, I want to go to this lounge. I want to go to Zaza. I want to go to Boho. I want to go to a hotel, to have that drinks again. That drinks is playing in my brain, in my head. I love that drinks. Okay. So that's a mixologist. All right. So this is the end of this particular class. We promise to be very brief and straight to the point. So I'm not to bore you with this class. See you in the next class. This is module 1.2. We'll be talking about the tools of the trade. Tools of the trade. What are the tools of the trade? These are the equipment you need to have to be able to function as a mixologist. They are very, very key and important for you to be able to function. Okay, so let's go straight into the class. Number one equipment you have to have is a shaker. You can see the first item here is the shaker. The one up there is the shaker. So what is it used for? Is to shake and mix. You used to mix your cocktail when you put different kind of you know combinations together, alcohol, your mixer. You use your shaker to shake everything so it can be even, it can be balanced. Everything can, they can taste evenly, equally in every area that they use. Your customer or your you know guests used to straw to sip the drinks, so everything can be uniform. So that's the idea of the shaker. You shake it well. Then the jigger, you can see the jigger that are used for measuring. They are measuring tool. They come in 30 ml or 60 ml. You can use it to measure shot of, let's say, whiskey. You can pour 30 ml of whiskey or 60 ml of whiskey, or tequila or gin, depending on what you want to measure. So instead of you pouring, there's a level you get to as a mixologist. You don't necessarily have to use it. You can use your pourer, meaning that you already have the calculation in your head, the amount. Mind you, it might not be 100% accurate, but it's better you use your jigger to do your measurement. Then this is the strainer. The strainer. The strainer basically used to sieve. It's like a sieve. You can use to remove all those fruits and bits of all those remnants from drinks, from your fruit, right? Okay, so let's go to the next one. We have the muddler. It's used for crushing. You can use to crush fruits, herbs and spices. You can use it to, gently break all those fruits. All right. So you have to use it gently. So because it's like a mortar and a pestle, so you have to use your pestle gently so it won't break your glass So let's look at the next one, which is the bar stool, the bar spoon. The bar spoon used to probably just stir. You want to stir, you want to mix uh drinks together. That's what you have to use, the bar spoon. Then we have the pour spout. That's the pour spout. You attach it at the mouth of your bottle. So if you want to pour, you can pour it gently. You won't over pour your drinks in your you know in your jigger. All right. So also, most of the drinks you have in the market now, they have a pour controller, like a pour spout default that come with the bottles. But this is for your syrup and some other thing that doesn't come with a pour spout. You can use this. All right. Okay, other tools you have to also have, you need a blender. So if you want to blend fruit together, you want to make some special delicacies, some special, drinks, you have to get your, you know, citrus juice or Rima, citrus juicer. We call it juicer or Rima. You can just press your juice around it, then all the juice will be extracted you know, out of the fruit. Then mixing glass also to stir your glasses, your drinks, in case you want to make some special kind of drinks. You just stir it, right? So you have to get your stirring or mixing glass. Okay. So another tool you need to also have is the corkscrew or wine opener, then the bar mat. These are the things that you see in a typical bar or lounge or restaurant where they're selling drinks. So I implore you to, pay attention to all these things in case you go to a bar. Just look at what they have there and, just, uh, just for overview, just look at them and get familiarized with them, how they are using them. Okay. Then we look at the tools and the maintenance tips. Once you are done using your tools, keep them clean and dry at all time. Then store them in a very cool and dry place to avoid then start smells and moist and all. All right. So that's that for this particular module, this class. See you in the next class. Thank you. This is module 1.2. We'll be talking about the tools of the trade. Tools of the trade. What are the tools of the trade? These are the equipment you need to have to be able to function as a mixologist. They are very, very key and important for you to be able to function. Okay, so let's go straight into the class. Number one equipment you have to have is a shaker. You can see the first item here is the shaker. The one up there is the shaker. So what is it used for? Is to shake and mix. You used to mix your cocktail when you put different kind of you know combinations together, alcohol with your mixer. You use your shaker to shake everything so it can be even, it can be balanced. Everything can, they can taste evenly, equally in every area that they use, your customer or your you know guests used to straw to sip the drinks, so everything can be uniform. So that's the idea of the shaker. You shake it well. Then the jigger, you can see the jigger that are used for measuring. They are measuring tool. They come in 30 ml or 60 ml. You can use it to measure shot of, let's say, whiskey. You can pour 30 ml of whiskey or 60 ml of whiskey, or tequila or gin, depending on what you want to measure. So instead of you pouring, there's a level you get to as a mixologist. You don't necessarily have to use it. You can use your pourer, meaning that you already have the calculation in your head, the amount. Mind you, it might not be 100% accurate, but it's better you use your jigger to do your measurement. Then this is the stainer, the strainer. The strainer basically used to sieve. It's like a sieve. You can use to remove all those fruits and bits of all those remnants from drinks, from your fruit, right? Okay, so let's go to the next one. We have the muddler. It's used for crushing. You can use to crush fruits, herbs and spices. You can use it to, gently break all those fruits. All right. So you have to use it gently. So because it's like a mortar and a pestle, so you have to use your pestle gently so it won't break your glass So let's look at the next one, which is the bar stool, the bar spoon. The bar spoon used to probably just stir. You want to stir, you want to mix uh drinks together. That's what you have to use, the bar spoon. Then we have the pour spout. That's the pour spout. You attach it at the mouth of your bottle. So if you want to pour, you can pour it gently. You won't over pour your drinks in your you know in your jigger. All right. So also, most of the drinks you have in the market now, they have a pour controller, like a pour spout default that come with the bottles. But this is for your syrup and some other thing that doesn't come with the pour spout. You can use this. All right. Okay, other tools you have to also have, you need a blender. So if you want to blend fruit together, you want to make some special delicacies, some special, drinks, you have to get your, you know, citrus juice or Rima, citrus juicer. We call it juicer or Rima. You can just press your juice around it, then all the juice will be extracted you know, out of the fruit. Then mixing glass also to stir your glasses, your drinks, in case you want to make some special kind of drinks, you just stir it, right? So you have to get your stirring or mixing glass. Okay. So another tool you need to also have is the corkscrew or wine opener, then the bar mat. These are the things that you see in a typical bar or lounge or restaurant where they're selling drinks. So I implore you to, pay attention to all these things in case you go to a bar. Just look at what they have there and, just, uh, just for overview, just look at them and get familiarized with them while they are using them. Okay. Then we look at the tools and the maintenance tips. Once you are done using your tools, keep them clean and dry at all time. Then store them in a very cool and dry place to avoid the then start smells and moist and all. All right. So that's that for this particular module, this class. See you in the next class. Thank you. Welcome back to this class. In this class, we'll be talking about mixers and modifiers, the types of mixers, and the common modifiers that we have in the market. As a mixologist, you need to know what are mixers and the modifiers, then different type of mixers and modifiers. So first of all, let's talk about mixers. Let's define what is a mixer. All right. So a mixer is a non-alcoholic ingredient that is used to dilute and flavor the base spirit. All right. They make this drink more, palatable and refreshing. That's a mixer. All right. So we have, different type of mixers, and the commonly used one that you see in every bars and a lounge, that every mixologist have around is the soda water. They had fizzes, without altering taste. They don't alter your taste. They just have some fizz, some fizzy, to your drink. Then we have the tonic water. All right. They add some bitter and slightly sweet, taste, to your drink. They are very good with gin. You can mix them with gin. So even in your house, you can decide to get all these things and just when your friends comes around, you can just tell them that, oh, we have a new skill. Let me make something for you. Using all these common mixers, you can easily pick up in the supermarket and just, create something wonderful for your friends. All right. While the fruit juice, orange, pineapple, cranberry, lime. You can mix it to, create something nice. Also, we have soft drinks. They're all mixers. We have the cola, ginger, ale, the lemon, and soda. lime soda. Right, then we have syrups. Syrups, they are very good mixers. We have the grenadine, the honey syrup, for sweetness. They add sweetness to your drink. Okay, right? So let's talk about the modifiers. What are modifiers? Modifiers, and they're majorly ingredients. Sometimes alcoholic, you know, they're mostly alcoholic, but not always alcoholic. Sometimes they're not alcoholic. They enhance and balance or adjust the flavor of your drink, of your base drink or spirit, right? They just adjust the flavor profile of your base mixers. They just adjust it a little bit, all right? So they're usually added in small quantity. You're not meant to use them too much. You're supposed to measure a very small quantity, maybe some droplet or few droplets, depending on the amount of drink you are mixing. All right. So they are very, very important. Some popular modifiers that you can see in the market or any lounge or restaurant you go, they are the bitters. They are the bitters, we have the liqueurs, and we have the herbs and spice. Okay. We have the herbs and spices, which is the spices that, mint, the basil, cinnamon. You just see them inside your drink or just, hang in one corner, you know. Some people just blend it or grind it. It depends on how you want to use it. All right. Then the very important tips: mixers and modifiers should complement the base spirit, not overpower it. Meaning that they should not be too much. They should not be more than the base spirit or drinks. They should just be small to add small flavor, add small spice, add small ginger, add small fizz, to the base. All right. So this is very important as a mixologist. You have to know this. When we get to the practical class, you see all these things and we're able to mix them and work them with you. All right. This is the end of this particular class, of this lesson. See you in the next lesson. Thank you. Okay. Lesson 2.3. Welcome back to this class. This is lesson 2.3, which is balancing flavors. What is balancing flavors? Let's go straight in the class. We'll explain balancing flavors for you to understand. So basically, balancing flavor is the foundation of a great cocktail. We have to know this is basically the foundation of a great cocktail, which is the main cocktail is based on balancing the flavor. It is the art and science of blending ingredients to create a drink that is harmonious. If I say harmonious, I mean by it's not too sweet, it's not too sour, it's not too strong, and it's not too bland. It's not too just bland like that. All right. So it's harmonious. So everything is balanced. So that's the basis, that's the foundation of great cocktail. That's balancing of your flavors. That's balancing all the flavors. All right. So we have the key flavors element in cocktails. We have to know this. It comes out in interview question when you're applying for, interview, applying for jobs when it comes to bartending and mixologies. They will ask you. All right. So number one, you have to know strong. Strong. It means that the base spirit is very strong, which is the rum, you know, the gin, the uh tequila. Somebody can tell you that I want a drink, but make it strong for me. So it's trying to tell you that okay, I want the base spirit to be strong. So you cannot tell based on the restaurant or the bar or the lounge policy. Oh, sir, that means if you want it strong, I will give you two shot of tequila in your drink, or two shot of whiskey, or two shot of rum. So you have to tell them that okay, since they want it strong, maybe the launch policy, you have to double the money, you have to increase the money by so percent in case the client want it strong. All right. So you have to know the strong. Then the sweet, that means it's from the syrup or from the juice or from the liquors. So you have to make sure, you know, you charge them accordingly based on the company policy. All right, because these things you are using are very expensive. The grenadine syrup, the orange juice, you can just add small. All right, depending on the company policy. You have the sour taste. You get that sour from the citrus or from like lime or lemon juice. Then the bitter, if a client wants, his drink to be a bit bitter, you get it from your tonic water, from your bitters, bitter lemon, and what have you. All right. If they want it salty, maybe you have to just put like a salt rims, you know, just add small salt on the edges of their glass, depending on how the customer wants it. All right. So you have to know this balancing flavors. You have to understand it. Like I said, balancing flavors is basically the foundation of a great cocktail. It's just the science of blending ingredients to create a drink that is harmonious. You have to remember that word, harmonious or even or balanced. All right. That's another key word. Okay. So you have to understand this part is very, very important. So why balancing matters, or why does the balance matters? A good cocktail has all flavors in harmony. That means all the flavor has to be in harmony. Not too sweet, not too sour, not too strong. All right. It has to be balanced. All right. Then also, balance ensures the drink is enjoyable and smooth, not harsh or not dull. So this is very important. I have to also know this. Then also, let's look at the tips for balancing. Number one, use the 2-1-1 rule. 2-1-1 rule. All right. The two is the alcohol. That's two alcohol, one part sour. That's the second one. Sour. And the last part sweet. So use two alcohol, one sour, and one sweet. All right. So that's the tips you have to pay attention to. Then taste as you mix. As you're mixing, you're using your you know your tasting straw to taste, and just taste gradually to get a balanced drink. Always aim for a drink that is refreshing, flavorful, and satisfying. This is very important. All right. So promise to be very brief and straight to the point. This is the end of this particular uh, module. See you in module 3. Thank you. Welcome to module 3. And in this module 3, we'll be talking about the classics cocktail. We'll be breaking it down for you to explain it. You learn about how to make some classic, and some popular, timeless cocktails. Timeless cocktail, that means cocktail that have been available, that have been around for a long time. That is, any bar or lounge you go to, you ask for it, everybody knows it. So every bartender, mixologist should have heard the words, those classic cocktails before, right? So these are essential recipes every bartender should know, like I said, perfect for practice and building a solid foundation in mixology. So, meaning that as a mixologist, you must know some basic, uh, you know, classics that anywhere you go, everybody knows it. You can't say you don't know it. Let's go straight into it. Then let's talk about the building technique also first. The building technique of those, all right, all those classics. We'll be talking about stirring, like stirring something together. If you look at the images on the left, you are stirring. So they are basically used for clear drinks. Clear drinks. If we say clear drinks, that means the ingredients of the drinks, all the recipe are clear. You can see through it. They are clear. They are not colorful, or they're just normal clear drinks. All right. E.g., martini. So you stir it gently to mix all the ingredients together without adding air. You can see, just stir it gently. So those kind of drink that you do like that, their example of them is martini. You stir it, all right. Then we look at the next building techniques, which is the basic mixing method. We'll look at the shaking. Shaking used for cocktail with juice, cream, or egg, all right. Then hard chills, dilution, and slight foams, e.g., margarita. You have to shake it together with your strength. You have to, and I'm sure you've been to some bar before. You see bartender shaking something, so they're shaking those drinks so they can enter each other, they can connect, right? We'll look at modeling. Modeling is squashing, like just crushing fruits and herbs or sugar, together. So it releases flavor. The kind of drink they do like that, when they're making is, for instance, mojito. So mojito drink, you have to model some, fruit together, some herbs together to give you that taste, that mojito feel. All right. We'll look at layering also. Layering. Layering basically means pouring ingredients slowly to create a visual layers. So if you look at this drawing, these images on the left, you can see the layers. You have the blue, you have the like a yellowish, then we have the red color, you know, kind of layers. So the blue, this is like orange, then the red. So the pour it in layers, so it can give you some kind of visual appealing look. So you have to understand all this part also, right? Then we look at the ice selection and its roles. We have the cube ice because we have edible ice that you have to go and buy in a standard supermarket. Edible ice are ice that you can eat, you can drink, you can take, not the ice they use in chilling water or chilling stuff. They are edible, they are the ice themselves can be put in a drink. So we have the cubed ice. They are mostly common, you know, uh, when you are shaking, when you want to do like a shaking or stirring drinks. We have the crushed ice. They are used in tropical or fast chilling drinks. All right, we have large ice blocks or spheres. They melt slower. They are used in strong drink like whiskey. All right, so they are big. So you can put them in your whiskey. They can melt slower and they give you that that vibe you want in your drink. Then we have the why the ice matters. Number one, ice chills. We know that ice chills the drink. If you get all these drinks together, when they're not chill, they're not very cold. You not feel the taste. It won't give you that you know, that freeze. So you have to make sure they are chilled, they are cold for your audience, for your guests. All right. So ice is a core in this business. You have to understand how to, get original ice, edible ice. They dilute slightly for better balance, and they also improve the textures and the feel. This is the end of this class. I will see you in the next lesson. Thank you. Welcome to this class. This is the crafting classics. In this class, we're talking about how to craft some classics, cocktails, which are evergreen cocktails that you can find, anywhere in the world, any bar, any lounge you go, anywhere. You'll find all these classics. That's what they're called, classics cocktail. Okay, so we'll start with margarita. Margarita. That's how to prepare margarita cocktail is very straightforward. Right? So you just have to get your 50 ml of tequila, measure it into, a the shaker. Then you get 25 ml triple sec. You know, you add it into the same, shaker. Then you have 25 ml of lime juice. You add it together, the juice. All right. Then you shake it with ice. You can see shake with ice. Just shake it with your shaker. Then you can now strain it with your strainer. That's pouring those drink into a strainer. Then to remove the small residues. All right, and let it be clean. Then you serve it, you know, in a lime wedge. All right, with a lime wedge. That means you just put the lime by the edge of the glass, or just hang it or oak it. Then you can also put salt, which is optional. All right, so that's how to make uh, this one basically. When we get to the practical class, we're going to be showing you, the practical procedure. So just have to understand the theory first, just to get all these drinks together and measure them, according to this dimension, and shake them together with your shaker, which is one of the tools that we show you in the beginning of the uh, you know tools and equipment. All right. So number two, we're going to be talking about here is old fashioned. It's another kind of classics. All right. So this is the ingredients. You get 50 ml of whiskey. Then you get 1 cube of sugar. Then 2 to 3 dashes of bitters. All right. So the bitter here can be Angostura. Then you get sugar. You model it. You can see you model the sugar and the bitters in a glass. That means you mash it together. Then you add ice and whiskey, right? Then you gently, you garnish it, with orange peel. You know, just make sure everything is blended together. And you garnish it into the glass with orange peels, just for that smell, that scent, that aesthetic, that design. So when we get to the practical, you're going to, see how we make all these things. It's very easy and straightforward and easy to make. All right. So let's go to the next one, which is the mojito. So look out for the mojito now. You get 50 ml of white rum. These are the ingredients. You get fresh mint leaves, 25 ml lime juice, then 2 teaspoons of sugar, then soda water also. You can see the method. You model the mint. Model is you look using something like a small mortar to blend to mash everything together, which is the mint, the lime juice, and the sugar. You model them together so they can become one. Right? Then you can now add rum and crushed ice. Right? So you can now, top with soda and just stir, stir, stir. Then you serve with a straw. Serve with the straw and just add your mint. So the straw can just be used to sip in all this thing, right? So that's the procedure. It's very straightforward and easy. You just have to know what and what to use to apply and make this classic. Okay, so let's look at the martini. Martini, for martini, you have to get your ingredient, which is 60 ml of gin or vodka, then 10 ml of vermouth. A vermouth is a kind of drink, right? So the kind of wine, fortified wine that has some botanical made of leaves and some kind of roots and herbal, right? So you had it as 10 ml of dry vermouth. Then method you stir with ice, then shake. You shake it, right? You have to use your shaker. Just shake it well, and that's the most preferred ways of making it. Just to stir it. Some people can just stir or shake. Either way, then strain it into a chill martini glass. That's a martini glass. Look at the shape. This is a martini glass. Then you can now garnish with olive or lemon twist. Just twist your lemon or olive and just drop inside. That's the garnish and design, right? So this is very important to know all these classic, but they are universal. Any land you go anywhere in the world, that's a standard. They have a standard of making their martini. Some people can just decide to use different kind of vodka or different kind of vermouth or other small flavor, right? Depending on the regions, but they have a basic kind of drinks they used to make, ingredient they used to make all these classics. Okay, let's talk about the whiskey sour. All right, so get 50 ml of whiskey, 25 ml of lemon juice, then 15 ml of syrup. This egg white is optional. Then the procedure, the method is shake all ingredients with ice. You put in the shaker, then you shake everything well. Then you can now strain it into the glass. Strain it, which is used like a sieve, like a strainer. You strain everything into the glass and garnish it with a cherry or orange slice. You can see the picture of on the left hand side. That's how to make it very straightforward. When we get to the practical, you're going to get all this and you're going to understand how all these things are done practically in the class. All right, so this is the end of the classic class. All right, how to make classic, this is the end. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you. Welcome back to this class. In this class, we'll be talking about garnishing and presentation of your cocktails and your drinks. All right, so let's go straight into it. All right, so why garnish matters? Why does garnish or garnishing matters? Number one, it had visual appeals because when your drink is beautiful, it's nice, it's looking interesting, inviting, you're going to get more requests for your drinks and stuff like that. So it's very good for you to make your garnishing very nice because of the visual appeal you're going to have to your customer and your audience. All right. So when they see it already, they already love it. So they want to just try it and enjoy it. It's a psychology thing, it's a mental thing. This is already beautiful and looking appealing. They want to enjoy it. All right. It also enhances flavor and aroma with the smell and the scenting and the aroma. So with the kind of leaf you are using, like scent leaves, like basil, they give some kind of aroma to your drinks. All right, then you complete the overall experience. Okay, so let's go and check. All right, so we have different kind of garnishing technique. We have the fruit slices slash wedges. For instance, the lemon, the lime, the orange on glass rims. They can use to just hook the glass. That's a garnish. Fruit sliced, like a sliced lemon, hanged or wedged on your glass, on your, so it gives a lot of appeal. Then herbs, for instance, the mint, the basil, rosemary, for aroma and freshness, to give that unique aroma and scent, and mint feel for your drinks. Then the twist and the zest. There's some citrus, they will just peel it like a orange peels. Look at the way it's twisted. They can add some kind of aroma and color to your drinks. Then we'll have the cherry and berries. All right. So the cherry and berry that are used in classic, just like whiskey, sangria and all. So they give that nice energy, nice vibe, nice scent, for your drink. You can actually eat cherry if you want. All right. You can just munch on them. Even some of these drinks that they are edibles, you can eat them. Then we have salt or uh, sugar rims. You can see sometimes you see salt around your glass. There's some drinks you just taste small salt and you enjoy it. So deep glass rims for margarita or sweet drinks. All right. So these are very cool and they make your drinks look appealing and nice. They will have tips for better presentation. Number one, use clean glasses. you know your glasses have to be very clean and neat. Then number two, keep garnishes fresh and neat. Let it be fresh. Don't use bad lemon or bad cherries. Let it be very fresh. Then match garnish to drinks to drink flavor profile. Use the right garnish for the right drink. Don't mess it up. For instance, carry the wrong meat to uh, some kind of drinks. I'll give you a scenario. Let's say you have your let's say whiskey or your one of your old fashioned drinks or classics. Now you're using cucumber in your margarita. It's not ideal. You can't use margarita and cucumber. It does not go well, right? Then number four, don't overcrowd. Less is more. Less is more. Less, don't overcrowd your drink. Don't go and be putting plenty unnecessary thing in your drinks. All right. So you will see this one where the practical session of this class. You will get to experience it. All right. So this is the end of module 3. See you in module 4. Thank you. Welcome back to module 4. Where we'll be talking about creativity in mixology. Creativity, that's you being creative with your own drinks, like researching and making your own signature drinks, peculiar to your brand alone, right? So what is a signature cocktail? A signature cocktail is a drink you create that reflects your style. It reflects only your style, your creativity, or your brand. So if you make your drinks and is unique and is memorable, only you know the recipe used in making that drinks, and your audience or your customer, they will enjoy it and taste it and have that memory in their head. So anytime they come to your bar or they hear your name, they remember that experience. They don't forget it. All right. It should be unique. It should be balanced and memorable. So whenever they hear, oh, I'm going to, for instance, there's a club in Nigeria called Zaza. I went to Zaza. Oh, there's a drink that I had by one particular bartender that day, that night. I want that bartender to serve me today again. You get? So those are the memories. So you have to research your own recipe and create something unique for your audience. You can use local ingredients to create your own unique drinks. Right? You can use what is available to create something new, like Zobo, tiger nut, milk, all right? Then pineapple, pepper, bitter leaf. You can just create your own local drinks. There's a guy called Doki Vibes in somewhere around the, Victoria Island, Lagos. This guy make a lot of drinks, a lot of herbal drinks, mixing herbal and roots and alcohol and some other drinks to make nice ogogoro drinks, and they are very medicinal to the body, and they will give you that trip also. All right, using ginger, using garlic, so you can just be unique in your own way and create something that your audience will want to experience and they will never forget. Memory. All right. Then how to experiment. You can start with a base spirit like vodka, rum, or gin, whiskey. You can just start with something as a base, which is a core. All right. They can add one sweet or sour or unique, just something hard, or, something light or unique or sweet. All right, to eat. They can try different combination of number one, fruits, herbs, spices, syrup or bitters. In these bitters, we'll be talking about maybe Angostura bitters and other bitters in the market. All right. So let's look at the tips for uh, making something unique. You have to keep it simple and very bold. Very simple stuff. All right. You have to test and taste as you go. As you're doing it, you are testing, you are tasting, you are perfecting it. You are noting down your measurement also. Then write down each version so you can adjust and improve. Write down each, measurement of alcohol, the bitters you are using in ml. Note it down to make a glass. What are the core ingredients and the size, the measurement? Because different measurements give different taste. So you have to note down the measurement you use in achieving that particular drink. All right. So when they ask you to do it tomorrow, next time, you know what you used. You can do it over and over and over again. All right. So it's very important you document. You document all your achievement and your and your milestone as a mixologist. All right. So this is the end of this particular class. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you. Welcome back to this class. In this class, we'll be talking about infusions and homemade mixers. All right, let's go straight into it. Okay, so say Infusion and homing mixers. What is an infusion? But before we explain infusion, let's talk about mixer. What are mixers? Mixers in cocktail, they are non-alcoholic ingredients. All right, they are used to dilute or sweeten or flavor the drinks. All right, they also help us to balance the alcohol and enhance the overall taste. There are a lot of mixer out there. We have the juice mixers, we have the soda mixers, we have the sweeteners and syrups, we have the creamy mixers, and a lot of other bitters. Others like that. We can be bitters, energy drinks, and all. Or tea or coffee. In fact, they are all mixers, right? So, what is an infusion? Infusion means soaking herbs, fruit, or spices in alcohol to add flavor. All right. We say it's a great way to create custom spirit for unique cocktails. All right, so it's very straightforward. We'll show you the procedure. How to make an infused spirit, for instance. You cannot just choose your base spirit, which can be vodka or gin or whiskey or rum. Just choose your spirit that you want to use. Then you add fresh ingredient like fruits, e.g., pineapple, orange, mango inside uh, the base spirits. You can also try herbs, which is mint, basil, rosemary. You can try spices like cinnamon, cloves, in fact, ginger or garlic. You soak it inside those base spirits. You could now store them in a sealed jar for 2 to 7 days. All right. Then you can be tasting them daily. You know, taste the drinks daily to see if it has given you the desired results you need, for that particular drinks. All right. So daily you taste it and feel the taste to know if it has reached the taste that you want. Then we have homemade syrups also. Homemade syrups. We have the simple syrups, which is, you can mix equal parts of sugar and water. Sugar and water will mix together equal parts. All right. So that's an homemade syrup. You mix it together thoroughly. Then the flavor syrup, we have flavor syrup, which is add fruit, herbs, or spices to the syrup while you are eating it up. All right. While it's on the fire, you are eating it up. You are stirring it, and you now add all this, fruit, e.g., ginger. You can make a ginger syrup, you add ginger inside. You can make a cinnamon syrup, you add cinnamon syrup. You add cinnamon inside the sugar that you are mixing on the heat, on the fire. You can make zobo syrup, you add zobo to it. All right, so it will now be zobo syrup. So you can make different kind of syrup while you are eating it on the fire to give you that, infusion. You can give you that the syrup taste and the herbs you are using. It can be concentrated in it, right? So let's go to the next one, which is the tips, for making your syrup and storing them. Use clean jars and fresh ingredients. Make sure your ginger, garlic, cloves are fresh, and use your very clean jar. You close it, let it be airtight. Let air not enter inside. Okay. Then you can label your jars with ingredients and dates. So you label it so you can know the date you put it. You started the process, and you label it. Then store in a cool, dry, or refrigerated space. Let it be chilled and normal like that. Okay. So this is the end of this particular particular class. I will see you in the next class. Thank you. Welcome back to Advanced Garnishing Technique class, where we're talking about advanced technique. In all these expensive bar and lounge and restaurants that you go to, you see those classic cocktail and drinks. So we're showing you how to make those advanced garnishing, techniques now. Okay, so we have number one, which is smoke. It's basically adding a smoky aroma using wood chips or herbs. In this image on your right hand side, you can see those herbs. Just light up the herbs, dry it with lighter and light it up, so you can just have that smell, that scent. So most time we use cinnamon or rosemary. So it just give you a smell, it's very good scent, appealing scent when you're drinking, sipping a cocktail. Sometimes you can also use a smoke gun or light a small ingredient briefly and cover the glass to trap the smoke. Just light it and cover you know, the glass so you can trap the smoke so you can serve it to your customer. So when customer opens it or is drinking it, it's feeling the smoke, the scent, and it's drinking and it's making a lot of sense, right? You can also create a dramatic effect and add, flavor to, the drinks. That's what the smoke does to your drinks. It make it appealing to your audience, to your customer, and especially ladies, they like all these, fizzy and paparazzi. So you have to make sure that you, as a bartender, as a mixologist, you have these skills. You know how to do all these things. That's the selling point for you. They make you stand out from your peers. All right. So sometimes we use foam also. You know, they make them with ingredients like egg whites, fruit juice, and foam stabilizers to give those effects. All right. So when you are drinking it, you're drinking your drink down there where the foam to their edible. That's something you can take and drink also. They are not harmful to the body. All right. So it also add to the top of cocktails, like a saw or signature drinks. All right. That's the foam. We add it on those top of cocktails and other signature drinks. We also use a milk frother or foam siphons for best results. All right. So these are special thing that equipment or ingredient that we buy, especially for this kind of special drinks, special cocktails. You can find all these things in some selected supermarkets. If you're working with a big brand, they already have a plug. Some people import it. For instance, like Zaza Boho, they bring this in from foreign countries because it's affordable, it's easier for them, it's cheaper, and they can choose their flavors. They deal with the manufacturer directly because they're so big. They're big. All right, so let's go straight to the next. We have the edible decorations where we use edible flowers, herbs, fruit cravings, or colored sugar to design your fruit, your drinks, your cocktails. All right. Then freeze fruits or flowers in ice cubes for a stylish touch. Also, that's another way. Then the hydrated citrus. All right. Slice. They had a professional and long-lasting, uh, garnish. All right. So I'm sure you must have gone to different kind of bars. You see dried citrus, you can use them also, and they're very very nice. You can taste them, they're edible. All right, they are very edible. You can munch on them as you're drinking and just change your taste board. All right, so let's talk about the tips now. Number one, don't overdo it. Let it be mild, let it be moderate, let it be elegant and drinkable. Too much of everything is not good. So let it be moderate, let it be balanced. Then make sure all garnishes are safe and edible. Make sure they are safe and they are very edible. All right, use something within the uh, garnishing, style or standard. Don't overdo it. Don't let it be too much. All right. Then practice for clean, consistent results. All right. Always make sure you are working towards a very good result at the end of the day. So when we get to the practical session, you see all these things in a real application. This is the end of module 4. See you in module 5. Thank you. This is module 5 of the complete mixology and bartender training. In this module, we're talking about bar setup and customer interaction, which is very important in this trade and business. Okay, so let's talk about the setting up of a home bar. Number one, we'll talk about the essential tools for a home bar. Number one, we have your basic spirit. You want to do a small bar in your house, you need to have a basic spirit. Affordable vodka will do. Rum, gin, tequila, whiskey. Just budget some amount of money for all this. All right. So you also get your mixers. You can get soda. Soda can be reused several times. Tonic too can be reused, but the fruit juice they get bad after some time, so they have to be refrigerated. Then also syrup also is very nice. And for glassware, you can get the basic glassware like the high ball, the low ball. Then the wine glasses is okay. The short is affordable. All those martini, they are quite expensive in the market, and people don't really do martini like that at home, right? But it's optional. You can also get them at home. Then we have the bar tools like the shakers, jiggers, strainers, muddlers, bar spoon. They're very important. You can buy a complete set. A complete set is about, you know, 80 to 70,000 naira or 80, 90,000 naira, depending on the plug you are buying it from, you are getting it from. So it's ideal you go to Lagos Island if you're in Lagos. Lagos Island market, that Akpogbo market, there are a lot of you know, nice space there where you can buy a complete bar tools. All right. Then We have the ice. You can use the water in your freezers, maybe edible water, maybe pure water, bottled water. You can break the ice and make it. You can also buy ice maker online, like a plastic, where you can pour water, put it in your refrigerator, then it can turn into ice for you. You can use it. All right. So let's go to the next you know class, next page. Okay, let's talk about storage and setup. Use a study shelf, because these are very heavy glasses. They need something very strong. You can use a small cabinet in your house or on top of your fridge, you know. All right. Keep bottles organized and upright. They should be upright all the time. Store your tools in a clean, dry areas. They have to be very, kept clean. So anytime you want to use them, they are easily used and accessible. Then use a small fridge or cooler for mixers and fruits. Right? You can get a very small fridge. If you already have a fridge in the house, you can make use of it. You don't need to buy a new one. All right. Let's look at the safety and hygiene. All right. So clean tools are and surfaces after every use. Clean tools and surfaces after every use. When you are done making a cocktail, you have to clean. You have to do and clean as a bartender, as a mixologist. You have to be cleaning all the time because some people are allergic, to dirty environments. All right. Even the you as a person, you have to ensure the environment is very clean so you can attract, good and uh, nice customers. All right. Store alcohol away from children. That's very important. Then keep ingredients fresh and sealed properly. All these ingredients, like usually the syrup and the herbs and the bitters, once you open them, you have to put them in the fridge. Close them properly and put them in the fridge. Then look cleanly shaved and maintain a clean look as a bartender of mixologist. Look clean, look sharp and neat so people can engage you. Be funky, stylish, and disciplined. Discipline is very important. You don't just behave anyhow or act anyhow. For instance, a client or a customer can finish drinking. Maybe you didn't finish it. You maybe just tasted small and drop it. You are not meant to carry their drink and drink. You are meant to dispose it. All right, dispose it and clean the glass and set it properly again. All right, so you have to behave, you know, like a disciplined person, so you can be respected and people will trust you to want to drink something you made by your look, by your attitude, by your cleanliness, and all. All right. So this is the end of this particular lesson. See you in the next lesson. Welcome back to this class where we'll be talking about selecting tools and ingredients for a functional home bar. Okay, either a home bar or a standard event bar. The same tools are going to be used. Okay, so number one, it must have uh bar tools that everybody should have, or every bartender or sorry mixologist should have. Is number one, shaker. What is a shaker? Shaker is the number one item on the picture there. All right, so it's basically for shaking and for mixing cocktails. You pour your cocktails and whatever ingredients you're pouring inside the main bowl or the main cup, and you put the cover and you shake it evenly, shake it well till everything is mixed together. Then we have the jigger. Jigger is for measurement, for accurate measurement. All right. Then we have the strainer. The strainer is to remove ice or fruit bits. You sieving something, you sieving uh the main juice from the fruit like a sieve. Then we have the muddler is for crushing herbs and fruits. If you look at the image, you can tell which one is a muddler by looking at it. It's the one that looks like a mortar, just to muddle, herbs. All right. You have the bar spoon for stirring and layering. It's just for stirring drinks together and layering. Then we have the bottle opener and corkscrew for wine opening and bottle drinks. But I have the cutting board and knife just for slicing fruit and garnishes. You have to put your board on the table to use. Okay, so let's look at the essential ingredients. We have the base spirit. The base spirit is the base, which can be vodka, can be rum, can be gin, it can be tequila or whiskey. All right. Then we have the liqueurs. The liqueurs. We have the triple sec, the amaretto, the coffee or cream liqueurs. There are a lot of them in the market. Then we have mixers. Then we have juices, or juice that are part of the mixers. which is lime, orange juice, lime juice, pineapple juice. They can, they're all mixers. We have the soda, which is soda, tonic soda, soda water, Coca-Cola, all they're all soda. Then we have the syrup, which can be simple syrup or you get grenadine. We say simple syrup are the sugar and water, mixed together under it and all, right? So those are the simple syrup and the grenadine syrup. Okay, so let's go back to the garnishes. We say garnishes are fresh fruits. We have the lime, lemon, oranges. Then we have the herbs, which can be meat, basil, etc. Then we have the extras, which is salt, sugar, edible flowers. All right, these are all garnishes to design, make your drinks appealing and inviting and interesting to your uh customers or to your consumers. All right, let's look at the tips also. Start small, then expand your bar as you learn more drinks and techniques. So after this course, we're advising you to get all this small thing, then surprise your family, make something for them, experiment with them and yourself, following the standard. Don't do too much. Let's be moderate. All right. So this is the end of this particular lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you. Welcome back to this class where we're talking about bar etiquette and customer service. All right, let's go straight into it. Number one, we talk about bar etiquette and customer service, which is communication and engagement. All right, so uh, based on the best practice all over the world, you have to greet guests politely with a smile. That's the best practice. I go to your bar, I get to your bar, and I want to serve me, smile at me, greet me. It's very important. So you have to smile and greet your customers or your audience. Whether they are buying or they are not buying, smile and greet them. All right. Even in party and events, smile. All right. So be friendly, attentive, and respectful. Okay. This is very important. Be friendly, engage them. How are you today? What would you like to drink? All right. Then listen carefully to what the customer wants. You have to listen to what they want. Then use simple terms when explaining drinks. Very simple and straight to the point terms. When explaining drinks to them, then make eye contact and be approachable. Look at them in the face, in the eyes, and ask them question what they want, and be easily accessible, be approachable as a mixology. It's very important so they can talk to you. All right, so handling special requests, be open to customizing drinks. Somebody can tell you, I want less sugar, I want more sugar, I want more, more leaves, more pineapple juice. Be flexible. Don't just be saying, I can't do this, this is the standard, this is what I'm doing. No, be flexible to be able to customize the drinks based on what they want, right? They ask for clarification if unsure about a request. If you're not sure about their request, ask questions. It's always good to engage, ask questions so you don't make mistake, right? Then also know which ingredients are alcohol free or non allergenic. Allergenic, okay? Non-allergenic means that people are not allergic to it. You have to ask question, all right? Then also always confirm if someone mentioned an allergy or dietary need. You have to ensure that somebody mentions something to you that, oh, I'm allergic to this thing, or my sugar, I don't like too many sugar in my system because I'm diabetic, for instance. All right, I'm not, or anyways, I'm not. So somebody can tell you that, or you look at them, you can be able to ask questions and engage them and customize the drinks based on their need or their taste or their requirements or their health. It's very important, you know, be able to customize drinks to them based on their need and their health status. All right. Let's look at the professional tips. Number one, keep your workspace very clean and neat all the time. All right. So avoid arguing or showing frustrations. When you're frustrated, don't transfer aggression. Don't show it on your face at your job. Just be kind and friendly to everybody. It's very important. All right. Then know when to refuse a call politely. All right. For instance, if someone is intoxicated, they can offer you a drink and want to force you to drink it. You need to know how to manage that situation, man. By just managing it, taking the drinks and dropping it, or telling them politely that you are fine, you're okay. So, in order not to make that customer or guest angry or mad because he's already intoxicated, all right. So that's very important. And treat every guest with equal attention and respect. It's very, very key and important. Don't have a favorite, or the way somebody dresses, the way he looks, you are giving them more attention over others is not uh, professional. You have to act like a professional. All right. So this is the end of this particular lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you. Okay, so welcome back to this course. This is 5.4, where we're talking about responsible alcohol service. All right, so as a bartender, you have to be responsible. You have to know when somebody is getting intoxicated, how to manage it, how to watch what you are serving them. All right, to avoid you know troubles and problem. Okay, so responsible alcohol service, you have to understand alcohol limits. All right, you have to know standard drink sizes. Number one, beer. Most beer, they are between 330 ml, and they have alcohol content of above 5%. Is mostly 5% above. All right. Then for wine of 150 ml, they're usually 12% above. All right. All right. So we have for spirit of 45 ml shots, they are above 40%, 40% and above. That's a core content. You have to know all this information. You have to put it in your head as a professional mixology. You need to also understand signs of intoxication. So when you give somebody drinks and the person is getting intoxicated, all right, you have to know by observing them from the slurred speech, the way the sound is slurred, they're not, audible, or, that voice is not clear again. You're not hearing them clearly again. So you have to know that this person gets intoxicated. All right. You also have to look at the loss of balance, the way they're walking, they're not balanced again. That's so high. All right. Then you have to look at the aggressive or sleepy behavior. These are what you need to watch out for as a mixologist, and this will help you in administering drinks and managing your audience or your customers to avoid accident, or maybe the person is driving. You can quickly watch the person orders. All right. So promoting safe consumption. Number one, you have to serve water or food with drinks. Somebody should not order food on empty stomach. All right. Give them options. Oh, so would you like to see our menu for our food menu? We have starter. We have what you can use to refresh and quickly eat. To all right. So it's allow. You can give them that menu to check. Order maybe like shawarma or something to drink. Right. So suggest lighter drinks or mocktails, especially for ladies. All right. Advise them on what to drink, or younger people, all right, when they come to the bar. Then avoid serving too quickly. Don't be too quick. Take your time, make your drinks, and serve your guests, not too in a haste or in a rush. Then also politely refuse service to intoxicated guests. All right. When a guest is intoxicated, so I refuse service, or advise them, or call your manager, or call your supervisor. Let them manage the situation. All right. So they can avoid the problem. Also encourage ride sharing or designated drivers. When somebody is high, don't allow them drive. Let them share, ride with their friends or with somebody else that is not high. Advise them to avoid problem. Then tips: being responsible keeps your guests safe and protects your reputation as a bartender. You have to be responsible. When they are high, they are drunk, as a bartender, as a mixologist, So you have to ensure the safety of your guests by informing your management or your manager or your supervisor about a behavior in case that person is driving, and you know what the person has been drinking, the order he has been placing with you. You can advise the person or talk to your supervisor. They can call the person and assist the person get to their homes or to their respective location, safely. Right? So this is the end of Module 5. I'll see you in Module 6. Thank you. Welcome back to Module 6. Uh, where we'll be talking about the business class and strategy as a mixologist. How to scale, how to grow yourself, how to excel in the mixology and bartender business. In this module, you also learn how to turn your mixology skills into a profitable business, from branding and pricing to finding clients and growing your brands. All right. So this section will guide you through the basics of starting and running a successful drink business, drink service business in anywhere in the world that you find yourself. Number one, first thing first, 6.1, how to register your business hassle free with personal branding. This area is very important. All right. So business registration uh, is very, very key as a bartender, as a mixologist. You have to register your business. Even if you're applying for jobs for maybe a bar or a lounge or a restaurant, you need to have registered your business so they can rate you. They can know that this person is a serious person, serious minded person. All right. So you have to choose a name. Make your name very unique and easy to remember and drink related. For instance, if your name is Sam, you can say drink with Big Sam, or drink with Sam, or drink with Michael, or drink with, you know, with Jide. All right. Just make it very unique and very good. So people can recall that that guy that does drink. So even on social media, it can be very easy to find your search for your name. All right. So visit local business authority. For instance, in Nigeria is CAC, which means a Corporate Affairs Commission. You can go to your country business authority to get your name and do all the thing you need to do, fill the form, pay the fee, and get a bank account. They'll give you a TIN number, get a bank account. So once you get a bank account with your TIN number and your CAC document, you can get a bank account. So you can be a registered business. You can start taking jobs and taking, offers and businesses. Then collect your certificates. You're supposed to keep all your documents, safe in case of contracts and you want to pay tax, you want to do your tax filing and stuff like that. So it's very important. You need to know that part as an entrepreneur. Okay, so personal branding tips. Number one, use your name or nickname to create a unique brand identity. All right. For instance, Mixes with Toby or Afunwa Cocktails. Those are unique names. So you can coin something out for your brand from your name and adding cocktails or adding drinks or adding mixes or something unique to the brand. You also need to design a logo and use a consistent color and style. You can log on to Canva, create an account with an email address for free. All the things there are for free. All right. You can do a lot of stuff for free. Then there's some advanced features that you want to do that you have to pay, but the free version gives you all the thing you need, all the major thing you need on Canva, right? It's very easy and straightforward. Then share your story or passion for mixology to connect with clients. Always share your story, engage, talk online, engage all the time to be active and let people know your story. Then be visible on social media. Use social media and word of mouth to build trust. This is very important as a mixologist. Attend events, volunteer, do giveaway, do free drinks and stuff like that. Let them know that you are known for these things. All right. So that's that for this particular class. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you. Welcome back to this class, this 6.2, where we're talking about how to source for jobs and events as a mixologist. All right. So let's go straight into it. Okay. So, uh, where to find gigs as a mixologist? Number one, social media. You have to be posting regularly. You have to be posting your jobs, your works. All right. Even when you're trying a recipe in your house, make a short video and post it on Instagram, post it on Facebook, use TikTok, post on your story on WhatsApp. For people that want to do birthday, small events, they can call you, then put call to action as a posting. Call me for your event from medium to large event, you know, affordable, try recipe, just be creative with your post. Then use hashtag like events, bartender, mixology, Lagos mixologists, join the tag so you can be seen. Then join local event and business groups. It's very important. The event planner and vendors. Connect with decorators, MCs, and event coordinators can also offer partnership or referral deals. So speak up, always engage people, tell them what you do, tell them what you can offer, exchange community card, exchange number with people, follow up. How are you doing today? Compliment, how is the family? Engage. People tend to engage and deal or do business with people that are, talking to them, engaging them. All right. than people that are just, collect somebody's number and just disappear to the thin air. All right. So you have to also engage your friends and family. Let them know that this person is for this. So when they think about drinks and cocktail and events, they think about you. So you have to just create that impression in people's brain, in people's head, by always posting your work, post your success, post your, new research as you're mixing your event and all. You can also start with small house parties or birthdays, volunteer to do stuff for people, charge them for the cost of the drinks, and do the labor maybe at a very little amount, so they can, know you. A lot of people can see your work and want to call you for their own birthday from there. Volunteer, all right? Then ask them to refer you after a good job. Acts of referral, it's easy. The online platform, list your service on website like Gigi, on your WhatsApp groups or event, or service directories on event, all right? So it's very straightforward and, you know very good. All right. So also pitch yourself. Create a simple flyers or business card on Canva. There are a lot of templates you can use on Canva to create this. Then prepare a short pitch explaining what you do. Just go and type pitch deck on Canva. You see samples. You can edit it to suit your service, change the pictures, make it beautiful, to put your logo, put your phone number, your website, your social media platform. Then you can be sending it to friends and family, to churches, to schools, for non-alcoholic events, drinks. All right. So offer free or discounted samples for your first few events. This is very good. Then show pictures of videos of your past work to build trust. All right. You can also talk to bartenders, bar and lounges, restaurants. Let them see your profile, your portfolio, that you can offer social services. It's very straightforward and easy, especially when you're in the city like Lagos, Abuja, Accra, Ghana, all those major cities of the world. You can easily walk up with your CV, with your social media. They can confirm and go and check you out, and they will see for a fact that you're into these services. They're going to give you jobs. All right. So, this is the end of this particular class. So, I'll see you in the next class. Thank you. Okay, welcome back to this course 6.4, where we'll be talking about pitching non-alcoholic drinks to children events and religious bodies like churches, mosques, you know, family gatherings and all. Okay. All right. So as a bartender, as a mixologist, you can pitch your drinks, your offer, your brand to schools, to end of the year event for students, for children and all. You can try non-alcoholic drinks that are safe for children and teens. Drinks that are accepted at religious gatherings, wedding and church events. That can help you expand your market beyond just nightlife and parties. All right. So instead of just doing only parties, event, birthday, you're always engaged and busy, because you do all sort of jobs. You know how to make different kind of drink like, Chapman, Tiger Nut and every other, recipe that is, okay for children and for teenagers. All right. So best drinks to offer, we have the mocktails for for people that don't take alcohol. That's non-alcohol. No alcohol is colorful and fun, e.g., virgin mojito, fruit punch. These are nice drinks that you can also perfect and sell for young people and religious institution and body that don't want alcoholic drinks. You can also try smoothies and juice, you know, healthy and refreshing ones. Also, Zobo and Chapman, Tiger Nut Milk, which are popular local options. You have to explore these drinks to be able to earn more income and make extra money for yourself. These are very easy to make. So let's look at how to pitch. You can create a sample menu with 3 to 5 colorful creative drinks options. You can offer free tasting or discounts for first time bookings. All right, that's number two. Number three, you can also show that your drinks are alcohol free, they are safe and healthy, they are made with fresh ingredients. So this will increase your engagement and purchase like sales volume, right? Also, I liked presentations, like kids and guests love eye-catching drinks. You have to make sure it's looking so fine. Look at this picture, this image here. You can see from the straw to the drinks, to the color, to the container, to the serving. They're all looking so beautiful and yummy. You want to try, you want to explore them, right? So who to approach for this kind of event, for this kind of offers? You have to go to school and event planners, engage them, write your pitch, write your menu, and jobs you've done, your certifications, your health certification to show that okay you conform with nutrition and health lifestyle for kids and adults. The documentation, certification, everything is confirmed. All right. So churches, church group and youth ministries are also a point where you can apply for event, and then let them know, let them have your flyers. So when they have an event, they think about you, they remember you. Okay. So also parents and vendors and community leaders, they need to know about what you do. So when they have events, you'll be the first call. All right. Also, to get jobs for bars and lounges, like I said earlier on, package your CV, you know, what you have done, the event you've attended with pictures. It's very important. With your social media handles, let them see it, share it around, and before you know it, you're getting jobs. All right. Birthday of friends and family parties, give them good deals, good offers. Don't look at excess money initially. you know Referrals, by the time you do one or two three jobs, they'll start referring you from from this job to the next job where you cannot make your money. All right. So this is the end of this particular course. This is the end of this course, and thank you for your time for since the beginning to this point. When we get to the live practical session, you're going to be seeing the mixtures, the way uh, everything is being made from scratch, the way how to shake, how to model. We'll show you how to use the strainer, you know, and every other tools practically. So you can also watch the video and endeavor to finish all your courses and your quizzes so you can get your certificate at the end of this course. All right. See you in the practical side, and I wish you success in your new newly acquired skills. I wish you success. I wish you jobs, opportunity, and growth. Thank you very much for this, for taking this course with us. Bye for now.